I wanted to show you how to get into the online textbook that's required for this course. So it's called REVEL, but really quickly, just some information, some links. When you're looking at our class online, it should look like this. You'll notice this from other videos, but right here is REVEL. If you click on that, give it a minute. So you're going to need an invite link. It's like your access for using the textbook online, but then also here are some instructions for you. So you do need the required link. It's up here, but then it's also right here. This is the invite code for our class. You're gonna, if you have not created a Pearson account, you need to do that. You can sign in with an existing Pearson username. Maybe if you use like my math lab or my science lab, you probably already have a Pearson account. So you're gonna choose your course under my courses. So you're gonna look for History 1301.200 with my name. And if for some reason you can't get REVEL to work, it's probably because you're using Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer will not launch REVEL. You have to use either Chrome, Firefox, or Safari if you're a Mac user. Again, if you use Internet Explorer, it's not going to work. So if you call me or you email me and you're saying I can't get it to work, that's the first thing I'm going to ask. Are you using Internet Explorer? And if the answer is yes, then okay, you need to either download Chrome or Firefox if you haven't done that already. Once you go to the invite link, you click on that and it's going to take you hopefully straight to, there it is, Pearson. So if you're unsure if you have a Pearson account, you can click on that, or if you need to create one, you can go ahead and create it if you've never used Pearson before. I'm just going to sign in with my Pearson account since I have one already. And mine's going to look a little bit different than yours because I have the instructor view. But once we sign in, it should go straight to our course. So right here, this is us. We are U.S. History to 1877, History 1301.200, and again our course date's June 6th through July 12th. That's how it's going to run. If you just click on that, it will take you straight to our course. And if you've never used Pearson before, it's really cool. I mean, your entire textbook, it's all right here. The entire thing, you can use this on your computer, on a laptop, on an iPad, on a tablet, on your cell phone. I've had students pull it out in class before and we'll look at stuff on our cell phones. So it's accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week most of the time. But when you start looking at it, you'll notice down here you only have 5 due dates. Well, because we only have 5 weeks of this class. But there's a lot for every week. So, but this is what it's going to look like when you log in to start taking your quizzes. So on Sunday, June 12th, you know that you have Chapter 1 due. You've got these 2 module quizzes that are 10 points each. You've got Chapter 2 that's due. There's a lot from Chapter 2. And then you've also got Chapter 3 due. And the cool thing about it is you can pick up right where you left off. So say you were reading, you'd already read through Chapter 1, you were in Chapter 2 and you got bored, so you wanted to go away and then you want to come back and start 3 again. You can do that, go through and read all the information, or you can have the narrator read to you as well. If you want to put that on in the background, if you're working on something else, that's fine, but you can listen to the audio. So you'll go through and read. And then once you get done, at the end of each little section, there's a couple pages for each section. But once you get done, you're going to come to the module, the quiz. Word of advice, if you actually read before you take the quiz, it's a lot easier. You'll get more points if you do that. So the quiz, it's worth 10 points. There's 5 questions. Each question is worth 2 points, and you get 2 tries. So if you get it wrong the first time, you still get another chance to answer the question, but your point value goes down. So if it takes you more than 2 times to get the correct answer, like if you get it right, on the third, or if you get it wrong the second time, you don't get any points for that one. So what was the importance of tobacco to Jamestown colonists? Let's just go with A. And that was wrong. So I'm only going to get 1 more attempt, and I've already lost a point. So let's see. haven't read, obviously. But let's just go with the last one. Let's go with D. Oh, I got that one wrong too. So that means I didn't get any points. But it shows me the correct answer. The correct answer was C, and that's what I should have gone with. So I didn't get any points for that question, but I can still try to earn points on the last 4 questions. If I had actually read like I was supposed to, I would have found this answer in the text. So again, make sure you're reading before you just try to jump in and do the quizzes. And it'll go all the way through. There's only 5. There's a lot of, sections that are assigned. There's 57 sections that are assigned overall, so you're going to have 57 short quizzes like this. But I promise it's not going to take you very long to get through each chapter and answer all of these questions. But that's how Pearson works, and it's really cool. It's interactive. A lot of times there's maps, there's videos, there's primary documents that you can read if you want to enrich your learning experience. You can do that. So make sure you take advantage of all of this, because you are trying to absorb 16 weeks of information in just 5 very, very short weeks. But if you have a question, make sure you watch the REVEL videos, you watch the tutorial that's posted all in the Start Here column, and then if all else fails, you can email me and we can even call each other and chit chat on the phone and try to figure out what's going on. And one more thing about the quizzes, you can go back and forth. You can get to like question 2, and if you can't remember the answer or you skipped over it, you can go back into the chapter and look for it if you would like to. But again, if you'll just read first like you're supposed to, you won't have to go skip back and forth, and you can just bam, bam, bam answer the questions really quickly. So keep that in mind as you're going through trying to work on the quizzes.